Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Thembisa. If this is your first time being here, well, thank you to my returning subscribers for watching the videos. Thank you to the newly subscribed. Welcome, welcome. Right guys, and before we go on, I want to do some housekeeping, and that is, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe first of all, like the videos, share with your friends, and comment and hit the notification bell so that you do not miss any content. Oh, guys, today, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? This is so impromptu. It is not planned. I mean, this shirt that I'm even wearing, it's like protruding, but hopefully you don't see below. But I thought, you know what? I just need to get this off my chest. Thank God for YouTube. I'm getting like free therapy. And, the controversial topic that I want to discuss today is really, stemming from the fact that I was just chilling and, lying in, and I was thinking to myself, we're heading now for 2023, and 2022 has been a fabulous year for me, and I think all around for a lot of people around me, because I can see the kind of similarities in terms of, it was the year of achievement. It was the year of, getting to know ourselves. It was the year of knowing who your friends are. That's what it called for me. I mean, this has been a journey for me, obviously all my life, but more intentional, I would say, since 2020. I've been intentionally, wanting to recognize and move away from, people who are wasting my time in life, because, I feel like my time is very precious, and many people gain from my time. So those who are here for other funny reasons, they need to go. They just need to go so that we can do life, okay? And that people who need to benefit can really benefit, okay? So this is where I'm at. So this morning I'm going through my contacts, going through your WhatsApp, and you see, oh my gosh, I am sick and tired of these people who are constantly, checking out my status. Now, let me just clear this out. Okay, so we have this facility of social media, WhatsApp status, whatever statuses. Look, I'm not very much conversant with this social media. Forget the fact that I'm here on YouTube. I mean, literally, I can barely help myself, but I I literally stopped Facebook because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared actually, because I never know who I'm talking to. I don't understand these medias. So I thought, you know what? This is dangerous for me. Let me just get away from this place. And so, WhatsApp status, of course, is more kind of controlled. I don't fumble too much on that. So as we know it, right? Because you see, this is the things we don't want to be specific about. We don't want to call them out because, we are so obsessed, right, with pretending. But let me just put it to you, it is a pretense, right, that we are, we want to be modest. You don't want to ruffle feathers. But actually, we all want to ruffle feathers, right? And because that's why we post our statuses. And don't get me wrong, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It just feels wrong because other people make it look like you're doing something wrong, but it's only because they want to do exactly the same thing that you're doing, but they can't do it because they don't have the content that you have. So now they have to make you feel like, oh, you are just bragging and bragging. Of course, it is a brag place, right? It's there for us to brag, for you to post your life and all of this shit. So that is what it is about. Okay. But the thing that really stifles me is the fact that, then these people look on your status. Okay, but that's not actually the point. I just wanted to explain now the notion that the status, WhatsApp status, or whatever status, I believe Instagram, whatever, these platforms are there for brag purposes. Okay. So, and people try to make it like, oh no, whatever, it's all about whatever. No, it's a lot of bullshit. Okay. It's a lot of bullshit. Okay, why it's there is for you to brag, and it is fine. Okay, so if you felt you were at some other place that was cool and you want your friends to see, yes, I want my friends to see, but this is the difference, right? Friends, when I'm talking friends, I'm talking my good friends that want good things for me. Do you get what I'm saying? This is the difference now. So if my friend, of course, the ones that I'm posting the status for, and they see my status, they will behave like this. They will, reply on my status, say, you show me, whatever. And it's good vibes. You know what I mean? It's always good vibes. The people that I'm making this video for, that I'm targeting today, are the people I've actually blocked them this morning. I've blocked them because I thought to myself, what the fuck? Why this person, it's weird. In fact, I feel like they are sick in their head, okay? Because they'd be doing some fan behavior shit and be stalking me. Basically, I'm saying stalking because it's not even like a case of like randomly looking at your status. I'm talking this people are like, if I post something at 10:31 they are on it. They are there all the time. I'm telling you, no word of a lie. I'm telling you, these people actually are so sick in their heads, right? They don't even sleep at night, right? This is the fucking honest truth. And I hope, because now, you see, I've blocked them now. And now, because I know how sick they are, because obviously their life is about checking my status. This is the truth, people. People are sick out there. And I thought to myself, fuck this shit. You're not getting access to my status because it is obvious, and I know for a fact that when you see my status, it's all bad vibes. I can even feel it just when I see your name, because I'm very sensitive to energy. I can tell every time I see your name, that you've just watched my status, I can see how that person is so sick, and they're not happy because they literally are stalking me, and because they literally want my life. Let's talk about it, because you know what, people don't tend to want to put a name to these behaviors, okay? Because you ask me, or you tell me, why would a person who clearly does not like me, this is the truth, and they know who they are, and I tell you what, they will actually listen to this YouTube video, okay? Obviously they're not gonna like or comment, because then you kind of know who they are. But I can tell you now, they are going to say, oh shit, I've been blocked, and now they wonder, oh shit, why have I been blocked? And they know I have a YouTube channel too, so they will go and check it out. And I'm basically making this video for you because I want you to know how fucked up you are, okay? Because you are a really sick human being. And I've been watching this behavior of yours where you actually pretend. I mean, we speak to mutual people, but you will pretend that you don't care about me. But then every time you are looking at my status and you don't sleep, I mean, at funny hours of the morning, I will see this person is not sleeping. They are just checking my status all the time. Okay? So I want you to know that I know how delusional, how sick you are. And you know what? We all know this. I've now blocked you. Okay? Because I'm like, you know what? No, no. You don't bring anything to my life. All that you do is being hateful, okay? Being hateful towards me, okay? Because we know the reasons. We know the reasons. I don't want to address you individually, but it's basically general to these people that I've blocked now. It's general. You just envy me, okay? Because of course you would love to be in my shoes, but you're not, okay? This is a fact. You're not. All right, so now stop watching my status. And if you stop, being a fan, stop showing fan behavior, and then you never, of course, talk to me, not even like a hi or whatever, nothing, okay? But consistently, you are looking at my status. So I've blocked others. This family, it's a group, right? They are a, a trio or whatever, the mother, the daughters. It was very strange because I watched them do this thing for a long time, and then eventually I just blocked them, because then you know that there's nothing good about them watching my status, right? And I would always pick up that, so this one would come into my status, and within seconds then it's the other daughter, and then it's the other daughter. I'm like, wow. So they actually, because I mean, that cannot be a fucking coincidence that three people would, one after the other, watch my status, right? And so they would do this like all the time. And then I understood that, there's nothing good about these people looking at my status. Sometimes, of course, we're not going to stop. This is the times that we live in now. It's the time of social media having status. So I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to not be on WhatsApp. I'm not going to post. No, because there are people who actually benefit from my status, but people who have good hearts, lots of people who have told me, like, sometimes I would post, positive quotes and things like that. They would actually, WhatsApp me and say, when are you posting? I love your posts and whatever, you know what I mean? But these people are obviously like negative people. They don't want any good thing for me. I know this, they know it themselves, but how sick are they? How sick are they for them to constantly be watching my status? And I know for a fact that they even talk to each other, because how the fuck do you explain to me that at 14:03 all of them, boom boom boom, they in my status? What the fuck? So that is what they are doing. So yes, guys, those that I have blocked today, you know who you are. You know who you are. I'm not having this shit no more, okay? Because like, why the fuck? Why are you, because you never want to talk to me, right? And so I don't want to talk to you. Well, I mean, I don't want to talk to you, but I mean, like, you the one who looks into my status, and I never look into your status because I'm fucking not interested, really. At points, I have, because I'm so fucking useless with this WhatsApp status. I mean, I had said to my friend, trying to explain to her, because, my friend looks into my status, and I was like, friend, please don't think that I see your status, but I'm so scared of this thing, because I've tried once to open a status, and then it opened other people's statuses that I did not really want to open. And then, I don't, personally, I will not open someone's status that I don't like, that I don't, I don't talk to you. You get what I'm saying? I don't talk to you. But the point is, okay, the question could be, why are you keeping these people's contacts? Now, that's a big question, because today I've blocked you. But, I've kept the contacts because some of them are family, right? So I think to myself, okay, although this person, we don't like each other, but I still need to keep their number, because there is a situation that's going to happen in the future, okay, that I'm going to need to contact them for that reason. But you know what I mean? So that is why but today I actually thought, fuck that shit. Today I take the stand. Even that situation that I'm talking about, you can go fuck yourself. I am not interested. I'm not. If we decided we interact or don't interact, then we're not going to interact, even for that event that I am thinking of for the future, where I might need to contact you. As far as I'm concerned, you can go fuck yourself, because I'm not going to be bothered, because you mean shit to me, okay? I'm not going to, try to be the bigger person. No, I'm done with that shit, okay? Trying to be the bigger person, it has not worked for me. You know, I think it also stemmed from yesterday. I was listening to my favorite teachers, Gabor Mate, and Jordan Peterson. And, Gabor was talking about, people being obsessed to be nice, to be seen as nice people. You know what I mean? And no, I don't have that obsession. In fact, I don't give a fuck right now, because I've been nice, and it does not help me in any way in life. Because you see, the thing is, people continue to be who they are, the horrible selves they are. So it does nothing for me to, to be nice. So you know what? Let's get on with it. And I'm not going to go out of my way now to be nice. I'm only nice to people who are nice back to me. Because why am I fucking wasting my time, trying to do the right thing when you don't give a fuck about doing the right thing, right? I've been doing the right thing. I've been doing the right thing. You can check yourselves. The people that I'm talking to, they know who they are. Check yourselves. I've done the right thing with you all the time. But you see, you feel entitled. You should not, you have no right to feel entitled. But now I'm done with you, you see, because now I don't give a shit no more. All right. And now, I was telling someone that people don't understand that as nice as what I am, ooh, don't be fooled. I am a real bitch as well when I feel like it. And when you get me there, boy, believe it or not, you're not gonna like it. You see that, and I tell people all the time, I said, you know what? Because I know myself, so I will always put my best foot forward, okay? Because remember, all of us have two sides to us. We are both good and bad, okay? But because I fully understand both those sides, okay? But I get the equilibrium in it, okay? Because I always just try to make sure that my good side triumphs, okay? But believe it or not, if you, because you see, they don't get it now, that they get you to that place where you be horrible because they push you and push you there. All right. And now when you are there, they are shocked. Okay. They don't want to understand because now you are horrible. Yes, I am horrible because you pushed me to be horrible. That's how it works. There's no fucking saints in this world. Okay. All right. But what I do like is that anyone whom I've been horrible to, they have a huge account of me being nice to them because I make it a point. There is nobody who will just say to me, you're a fucking bitch, because they know that I've been nice to them, I've been doing the right thing, and you know, and that's that. Just another diversion of a story. Was it on Friday? On Friday. So my daughter goes to a local clinic here. So anyway, she goes to this clinic. Usually, my husband, drives her there and drops her and fetches him and blah blah blah. And if needed, because my daughter is disabled, right? So whenever they need to speak to someone, they would then talk to my husband or whatever. So there was this bitch of a doctor, a man, by the way. So I've been hearing stories. My husband has been coming home reporting to me how horrible this doctor is because, he thinks he's the fucking business and I haven't been there, mind you. Okay, so I'm telling you the story to understand what I'm saying. So my husband would come back, tell me this doctor is just so horrible. He's tired of him. And then he wanted to me to sign off some kind of operation on my daughter. I said, no, she's not doing no operation. They love to just cut and give medication. And so the last time they were there, my husband went in because this was the first time or whatever they were seeing this doctor. And so because obviously, of my daughter's challenges, she cannot like tell the doctor, oh, she had this diagnosis in what year and what happened, what was the treatment and stuff like that. So that's why an adult, my husband, has to be there, right? In this case, it's him. So then my husband was sitting there and then this doctor was asking the question and then my husband would answer. And then this doctor said to my husband, no, I don't want you to answer. She must answer for herself. You can get out, So anyway, you see, my husband is that person who is, he's docile. He's not going to fight back and he's like that. So of course he walks out and then this doctor, I don't know, then he was answering the questions himself because my daughter cannot give him any information. So then the next thing, they come home giving my daughter schizophrenic medication. So, my husband tells me this is the medication. I said, throw it in the bin. My daughter is not a fucking schizophrenic, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with schizophrenic, it's a diagnosis, but I know for a fact that she is not. It's this idiot of a doctor who is doing this shit because he thinks he knows it all. So, but let me tell you the story. So then on Friday, they went there, and, then my husband phoned me to say, because my daughter was there, they left her there, so they came home for a bit. But he told me that this doctor is going to phone me because he wants to talk to me. So I said to my husband, no, better yet, let us fucking just go there because I want to deal with this nigger. I want to deal with him in his face. I don't want to be on the phone with him. I want to deal with him face to face. Who the fuck does he think he is? So we go. And so, it's already been the whole thing because, he was telling my husband that, we're not allowed to get medication from different clinics because, she gets other medication from another clinic, but that clinic is so efficient, so, and their clinic is very much inefficient. So you wait for hours and hours and hours on end. So I said to my husband, you know what, let us go there. I am going to deal with this nigger today because I've been hearing the stories that he's been giving you grief all the time. Who the fuck does he think he is? So we go there, and so he's there with another, it's a manager of the clinic. So you can see the situation where, you are being ambushed now. So because you can see, I see the energy, I can read energy like nothing. So the way they came into the room, the two of them, they were like, okay, we're going to show you today. So anyway, I go there calmly, and I told my husband, I said, you know me, I'm going to be calm and I'm going to listen to him, but I'm going to fuck him over, this guy. He thinks he's a fucking doctor and that he can do this shit. I'm ready for him today. So I walk in, he greets already outside, he was behaving like a queen. So, I'm not going to say much more about that, but he was giving me that behavior, that those kinds of dudes. So I'm like, okay, so I see who you are, but you must understand, I'm the only queen, boy, not you. There can't be two queens in this crawl, okay? It's just me, okay? So I'm watching him, so I am so calm, and so I'm looking at him. So he's trying to explain this, that you're not allowed to use two clinics and blah blah blah. And so, but I don't utter a word. I don't nod. I don't do anything. I'm just watching him. I'm just keeping quiet. And then he says to me, because now he can must see he's not getting any reaction from me. So he says, do you understand? I said, excuse me, what the fuck? You don't fucking speak to me like that. Do I understand? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? Huh? You think you're a doctor, you can speak to me anyhow? Listen here, boy. I addressed him just like that. I said, listen here. Today is your day. Maybe you have survived all your life doing this shit to these people at this clinic because obviously you treat these people as destitute people who are desperate. You've come to the stop street today. Let me tell you, look at me very carefully. You will not talk to me that way. Ooh, was he shocked? So he was like, what do you mean? I'm trying to help you. I said, listen here. Listen here. If you think you're going to get away with this shit, you got another thing coming. You have to get yourself together and understand who you are talking to today. All right? Because I'm going to school you. Do you get me? The nurse that was sitting there, actually, you could see how, because this nigger was rude, okay? And she saw it. I was watching her reaction all the time, and she was so embarrassed about it. But she wouldn't say anything because, Yevietmos, he's a doctor. I said, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck whether you're a doctor or whether you are fucking God from where. I don't give a shit. You get me? So he says, I'm trying to help you, and I'm asking you, do you understand? Because, in medical whatever. I said, fuck off, man. Don't tell me your medical bullshit. You will speak to me in a respectable manner, okay? Because if you don't respect me, you will get disrespect back from me. Do you understand? Do you understand? Because this is exactly what you're going to get from me. So he was like, I don't know your level. I said, what the fuck? What level? What level are you talking about? There's no fucking levels here, okay? If you dealing with patients and people, everyone is on the fucking same level. What the fuck are you talking about? I said, listen here. You don't know me, but let me tell you something. Look at me. Look at all of this. You're not going to fuck with me. And let me tell you another thing. All right? I am a girl from Guguletu. You hear me? So you're not going to get away with this shit with me. All right? So he says, yeah, I'm also from Grassy Park. I said, good for you. Now I can deal with you because we from the same hood. Don't fuck with me. Do you get me? He's a doctor. I said, I don't give a shit. You don't know who the fuck I am. Okay? You're not going to talk to me like this. Let me tell you, he was so shit scared. I said, listen, yeah, you don't know me, boy. And I will take this conversation as high as it needs to go. And I'm going to finish you. You don't know me. And if it has to go to the highest, whoever, minister, whoever, it will go. But I will blow you out of the water. And he says, I can't deal with this. I said, well, get out then. He says, you can't chuck me out of my office. I said, well, I just did. Get out. Get out. He went out. He got out. Okay? So me and the clinic manager were talking. The clinic manager was actually very apologetic because she says, I'm so sorry. I'm really so sorry. We are sitting with this behavior every day. And you know what she said? She actually gave me an email because she is so hurtful with that man. I said, but I don't understand though. Why don't you deal with him? Because if nobody is telling him how rude he is, he will never stop. So why are you making it my job to deal with this nigger? But I will deal with him. But you are wrong to not tell him that he is doing wrong. So she was like, oh, God. I said, no, I could see the queen behavior. So the nurse, obviously, she knows what I'm talking about. She was like, eczema next. I said, yeah. I said, no, I can tell who he is, but he's not going to get away with that bullshit with me. So anyway, then this nigga came back. He came back and then he was like, you won't believe it. He was as sweet as pie. Sweet as pie. When I left the clinic, we were high-fiving, we were doing, because do you know why? People need boundaries, right? But you see, healthy people understand, of course, everyone will push back on boundaries. If you tell someone, no, you will not treat me like this, of course, they're not going to take it kindly. At first, they're going to be shocked that you actually stood up for yourself and actually that you're telling them off. But if you are a healthy human being, you're going to think about it and then you're going to know that, fuck, I was wrong. And because he then came back and he was like, I'm sorry if I what is it that I said to you that made you feel blah, 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 And I explained to him, I said, your energy, first of all, your tone of voice, your choice of words. You see, I'm very much particular with language. So, when people talk to me, because language for me is so powerful. And so if you say things wrong, I'm very sensitive to that. My husband will always say, "Oh, no." I said, "No, you always have to be on your A game when you speak to me, because I am such a lover of language that, like, use your vocabulary well, and communicate precisely." And that is the reason why I can say to people, if you say to me, "I said something 10 years ago," you give me specific words, I will tell you, "No, I would never have said something like that," because I know what I say, because I always think about it. And even if it was something bad, I will tell you, "No, you're right, I said exactly that." Right? So language for me is something else. So anyway, the point that I wanted to make is that this nigger, when we left there, we were the best of friends, right? The best of friends. I said to him, "It's fine. We can stand down now." The only thing that was important for me was to show you that today is not going to be your day, because if you used to behaving like this and getting away with it, I just wanted to show you that it's not going to work for you today, because I push as hard, okay? Because that's how I roll. This is the way I am with friends, with family, with my clients, with my bosses, with anybody. This is how I engage. I am the nicest person, but don't fuck with me, okay? Because you're gonna get it. That's a fact. So, of course, they were saying, I said, "Listen, don't take me for a fool, okay? Because how dare you want to tell me I have no right to go to any clinic that I want?" I said, "Do you know about Section 27 of the Constitution, what it says about the right of a patient?" I said, "Listen, don't let me throw the book at you, because obviously you are warped and you think you are a doctor and you think I must worship your shit." I said, "No, no, 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 no. The only reason, or the only time I will respect a human being, is when they give me the same respect. And I don't care who you are, whether you are a president, whether you are fucking whoever, okay? I treat you the same. In my life, I have told my CEOs, I'm not telling you a word of a lie to fuck off. I have told them that. Because why? I don't care who you think you are. If you don't treat me with respect, you will not get the same respect. One day I was a young girl, I remember. I was working for British Airways. It was Comair at the time. Comair British Airways. I mean, it's still Comair, but it was a franchise. So anyway, I just started the job. I was like 19 years old. We had a situation on the floor, when we check in, passengers, and then we had these passengers, they were sitting in the VIP lounge. It was, can I tell you, it was F.W. de Klerk who was that passenger. So they have made a mistake with, they double seated him, when you put people in a certain seating and then you double book that seat. So they realized at some point that they've taken his seat that they had already allocated to him. And so everyone was tripling and so scared, like, "Oh my God." Even the manager, the floor manager of the business was scared. I'm talking white males, big men. They were scared to go and address this man to tell him that there was an error. So I got into this conversation. Everyone was tripling. I'm a 19-year-old girl at that time, right? They scared, I said, "What is going on?" They said, "Oh, there's this problem, blah, blah, blah." I said, what is the problem now? Why can't you go and tell him that his sitting has now changed? oh no, it's the deputy president. He was the deputy president of the country then. This was 1996. And so I said, listen here, just give me these tickets, these boarding passes. I will go and tell the man his sitting has changed. I don't understand why everyone is tripling and not, scared. Scared of what? This is a man. He's got blood. What the hell? So they gave it to me, and I went into the VIP lounge. At that time, he was still married to Marika. Yeah. That was his first wife. So I got in, I said, Mr. de Klerk, my name is Tembisa. There's been a problem, about your sitting. We've now allocated another seat for you. The man was like, oh, thank you. That was it. And Marika was there, being so nice. Oh, hi, girl. How are you? You look so pretty. And what, do you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Why are we scared of people? It's ridiculous. So the point that I'm making is, it didn't come today, because people will say my character is because maybe they put it to fucking arrogance of whatever, because today they will put it to the fact that, oh, I'm what. No. The point is, I've always known who I am. And hence I'm telling you, even then as a young girl, who had nothing, I was not fazed by people, whether you were a president. For me, I see you as a human being, and nothing is going to deter me. I don't believe you above me, or that is how I roll. That is how I roll. I mean, I've seen, like, at work, where, I remember we bumped into our CEO in the lift, and, people are like looking down and like, and I was just like, hey, I joked with him and he joked back. I don't understand why people are scared. And also, I remember the same CEO, there was a thing, they were changing our medical aid and whatnot, and I didn't want to change my medical aid. And I refused, and I, went to HR and I spoke to them. I said, I don't want to change. I gave them valid reasons as to why not. And they were like pushing me. And I wrote a fucking stinking letter to my CEO. I said, what the fuck? You don't know me as a person. You treat me as a number. Do you know my situation? And I gave it to him. And I said, I do not want to change my medical aid because it's going to be a problem for me. And guess what? I did not change. I did not change. So I never believe this nonsense that, I don't care who you are. Just like I was saying to these people at the clinic, because now, of course, they were being extra nice and whatever. I said, no, I don't want that. Let's be normal, because I never wanted preferential treatment or special treatment. I just wanted you to treat me with respect, just like you do everyone else, okay? You don't have to be extra with me. I don't care. I don't care. Just do the right thing as you would even a vagrant that comes through the door who's got dirty clothes and carrying a whatever. Just treat them with respect. I expect the same respect. So don't judge the book by a cover, and then because you think no, you don't know nobody, okay? So just do the right thing. That's all. This video is getting too long. I have to shut it down, but thank you very much for listening, and tell me in the comments field your experiences about people, about WhatsApp status, about, just the things that I've talking about. Let's have a conversation there. Let's have a conversation. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Much more to come. We are going to discuss these topics that people don't want to discuss. People are scared to come out and say, I don't care. I don't care if you think I'm fucking bragging. Yes, I am bragging, because you also brag, right? Because why the fuck are you wearing Nikes? Why the fuck are you wearing brand names Adidas? Stop the bullshit. Because now you want to make it like it's wrong when I do it. I'm sorry. Fuck you all. Sorry for the language. I must actually, I must borrow the cards and learn sign language, swearing sign language. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna learn that. But you know what? How do I be expressive for you to understand the energy that I'm giving? Have a lovely day, guys. Happy holidays. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.